Hey, so typically I don't do videos like this, but I'm going to try this one today. A bunch of you all on my channel have been asking what load I use for prairie dogs. So I'm just going to do a quick little reloading video today and go over what I use. Right here in front of me, I'm using some SIG brass. I'm going to try that out this year. Benchmark powder, 40 grain Hornady VMAX ammo, and then I use Winchester primers. The load's going to be 26 grains of benchmark, and I'm seating the bullet at 2.2 inches, and we'll get started. So the first thing I want to do, I've already inspected my brass. It's virgin brass, so I just inspect it to make sure it's got no major nicks or dings or any of that good stuff. Make sure it's all good and concentric. Supposedly SIG brass is supposed to be pretty good tolerances. So the first thing I want to do is prime the brass. As you can see, this brass is unprimed virgin SIG brass. I have the capability of priming the brass on my press, but I prefer to use this handheld primer just because I can get better feeling of how the primer sits. So I just want to slip my shell in there. And that one is already started. And then I just want to seat the primer down to where I like it. Get done with that one, and then I will go on to the next one. So this is kind of, like I said, my prairie dog loads, but a lot of you all have asked about how to get into reloading and the processes, so this is why I just want to do this quick little video for you guys. So now I've got all 100 rounds primed. Like I said before, this is 223 that I'm shooting. The powder I'm using is benchmark powder. I seem to get the best accuracy of that. And we're going to be dropping 26 grains of benchmark powder, and like I said, I'll be shooting a 40 grain Hornady VMAX out of this. So I've already got my scale calibrator, my powder drop calibrated already, so we're dropping 26 grains. Some of you guys may, if you get into this, may not want to buy this right now. You can actually drop the powder in through the die on the loader, but I prefer to do it this way. It's a lot quicker. So it's just real simple. Just pull the handle, drop my powder, and then I just move on to the next round. And it takes a little while, but it doesn't go too bad. So now that I've got the powder dropped, we're going to be loading the bullets into the case now. Like I said, Hornady, VMAX and 40 grain. So now it's simple. I've already got my die set up, the seating die set up. I'm going to be seating these to 2.2 inches. You want to start out with your seating stem screwed out, and you want to slowly adjust it down until you get the desired seating depth. So real simple case, powder's in it, primer's in it. Stick it into the press. Fortunately, the Hornady grain VMAX, I don't know if you can see this, these are boat tail bullets. So it's got that little bevel on the end, and that makes it a lot nicer to reload because the bullet doesn't fall off the case. I like the Barnes varmint grenades as well, but they're flat base, the 35 grains that I've shot before, and they're a pain to load. So you just stick the bullet in there, then you want to run it up into that seating die very slowly and make sure it stays in their center. Push the press all the way down, seat the bullet, bring it out, and there's you a completed loaded round 223. Then what I want to do is get my dial caliper, stick the bullet in there, and then I want to check to make sure that I'm sitting at 2.2. And as you can see, it's 2.2, right on the money. So now we've got all 100 rounds loaded up, put into the case. Looks nice and pretty. This weekend is going to be the opener for me for Prairie Dog, so hopefully I'll be having some good videos up for you all on YouTube. I've been having a problem with YouTube pulling them down. I guess people are saying extreme gore and violence. I try to warn people. I'm going to try to do better with that to see if I can keep a lot of the videos up because most of them get took down. But at any rate, there's 100 rounds loaded up. I like to use these little stickers. That way I know what I'm loading, what I used, what weight and everything else, and I can keep track how many times my brass has been loaded. So I hope you all enjoyed the quick little video on the load. Like I said, if you have any questions, more questions, feel free to ask. I don't know everything, but I'm sure I can help you all. If you like the prairie dog videos and this loading video, please subscribe to the channel. And like I said, if you have any more questions, give me a shout. Thanks a lot.